Are you addicted? I think I am, and I'm not talking about addiction to drugs or alcohol or something like that. I'm talking about addiction to our smartphones. You see it everywhere here on the streets of New York and all over the country. Everyone is hooked. They're tuned into their phones and tuned out of their surroundings. Today on our website, techexplosion.com, we take a look at this severe addiction that we all seem to have to our phones. For a lot of people, the addiction is a constant checking of their email or texting all day long. Let's go to our tech explorers. What have you guys found out about all of this?
Thanks, Aaron. It was really great going up and meeting this doctor, Dr. Greenfield up in Connecticut, and he talks about that hit when you open up your phone and you check your email and you're anticipating getting a great email, whether it's a job or a Facebook hit that somebody loves the photo that you posted or whatever it is. That's the same physical effect or response that you get from playing the slot machines. You get a hit of dopamine, and so people are getting addicted to their smartphones. All right, check this out, guys. You're gonna love this. Dr. Dave?
Yes.
How you
Hi.
doing? Stephen
How
Lee
you doing? Good.
from Tech Explosion. You are just the man that we've been looking for.
Oh yeah?
Yes. We have a bunch of friends, family, co-workers, and they're addicted to the internet.
Yeah.
They're addicted to their computers or to gaming or Facebook or whatever it is.
That's right.
Now, this is your area of expertise.
It is, yeah. I started working on this in about 96, 97 and wrote a book in 99 about it. And obviously there's been to coin a term, an explosion of use since it started. And we continue to see changes in the technology. Obviously, the big change now is the movement to portability and to wireless technology. And of course, what that's done is it's untethered people's addictive potential to go with them everywhere they are instead of being tied to the keyboard. But we started seeing it initially with the keyboard, and now it moved to the wireless devices.
It used to be where it was just BlackBerrys. You know, the Apple hadn't come out with its new phone yet, and so we made such fun of it. It was called Crackberry back at the time
that's
because
right.
people were just addicted to their phones.
Right, that's correct.
You know, now doing a little research, 1 in 2 by Christmas of 2011.
1 in 2 will have smartphones.
1 in 2 Americans are going to have smartphones.
That's right.
Now, how do you think you're talking about it like that? The explosion or the evolution, what's that going to do to
Well,
the
at first,
addiction?
it's not so smart because what happens is we waste an inordinate amount of time on these devices. Although that we purport them to increase productivity, the amount of wasted time and spent time fooling around on them is incomprehensible. So that's one thing. The other thing is when they go down or when you don't have them, people experience a sense of withdrawal from them because they're used to the hit they get when they go online. As I've mentioned many times, what happens is with these devices is when you go on with them, when you go on and you're looking for an email or a piece of information, every once in a while you get that piece of information you want or you get that good email. You get that email saying your uncle left you $1 million.
Yeah.
Well, not very often. Or you get something that tells you something good. When you get that thing that's good, you get a hit of dopamine in your brain. But you can't predict when that's going to happen. So that's why you'll check the email 30 or 40 times a day waiting for that hit, and then every once in a while you get it. Because it's unpredictable in what it is, and it's unpredictable in how much, that creates the addictive potential.
How much of satisfaction you're going to get back from it?
And most of the time you're not conscious of it. This is all operating behind the scenes, so to speak. So you're not really aware that every time you know, in fact, no, I don't have one in the pocket right now.
Yeah.
But every time you pull one out and check it, you're feeding that addictive cycle and you're not conscious of it. And what happens is over time that builds and builds and builds. And it's very much like what happens with the slot machine.
It's so funny that you go down and reach for that now. You know,
Yeah.
It used to be you have your wallet, you have your keys, and that's it. You're gone.
Right, that's
now,
right.
no, you have to go through the whole thing.
Right.
Smartphone.
That's only
always
temporary. My prediction is that what's going to happen in the future is, this is a crude form of carrying this technology to have to put it in your pocket. So what's eventually going to happen is it'll move to the wrist, and then eventually it'll be woven in or integrated into your clothing. That's definitely coming.
You know, they actually have something in the military right now. They've got a flexible screen that they have some soldiers wear on their arm or their sleeve, and it's connected to satellites, so they can actually see a satellite image of the town that they're about to attack printed out on their sleeve, so they can see where the. I mean, it's ridiculous where that's going.
And there's new technologies that are creating screens that are wrappable and
The
flexible.
U.S. Army, I think,
Yeah.
is actually using
Yeah,
something
because
like
it
that.
has to happen, because people don't want to carry a separate device, and then they'll figure out some way to actually power the device with the electrical currents in the body. So it's only in 10 years that this thing is going to be obsolete.
Crazy, right?
No, this is, it's weird. So I just had this conversation with my roommate actually the other night, which was,
An intervention?
no, it was actually about the internet, and this is related to it, which is the internet has like saved so much time, right? Saved so much time from anything from like credit cards to daily tasks. The fact that you can pay your bills like automatically now,
Right.
like that time is just completely gained, right? All that time you used to pay bills and writing checks and checking and stuff now it just doesn't even exist, right? But how much time has the internet wasted? Right, from YouTube to
Look what this girl is wearing on the red carpet.
Exactly.
And following the links to everything.
So my big
Not that I do
question
that.
was, like, of all this time that we save and all this time that we waste, is it like about even, or has one really kind of taken over? Or I'm just curious. That was like my big thing.
I wonder how much time is lost in cubicle type environments where you're sitting there and you have Facebook at your hand. Because, living the lifestyle that we live and we're kind of all over the place and moving around, I'm not in front of a desk, and so I'll just do Facebook updates. And there's people that I know, as soon as I do it doesn't matter if it's 3 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they're ready right away with an update because they're
24/7.
stalking Facebook. I'm so surprised at how much people are addicted to it.
Literally addicted. I mean, science has now proven, chemically we're actually like hooked on it 24/7, like
Yeah.
you said. So
And where's the future? Because there's no control, so people don't have, and like you said, they think they're being productive because they're online.
Exactly.
And so they're just giving themselves license to be a crack addict.
No, they're just keeping their brain busy. They're keeping their brain doing things so they don't feel bored, and so they feel like they're being productive, right? Which is what he's talking about. And now you don't need this. You don't
right?
need your computer. It's all right there in front of you. So in order to check my fantasy football team, I can just go on
I
my
got
phone.
an app on my phone right now.
Right, and I can
Yeah.
see somebody just got injured. Time to take him out. Time to trade. Get his backup. Whatever it has to be, right? I can just kind of immediately know all these things. There's no need to be tethered anymore. Is my big thing.
But we're all tethered now just to our portable device.
Oh, I'm
rather than
tethered,
to our
you're
PC.
tethered
Yes.
to anything, right?
Yeah, it
Now
might as well
it's-
just be an umbilical cord.
Take away the internet capability of the smartphone, like, say you could still text, but if you take away internet, like, so many people spend so much time doing that. I can't imagine that people would even like stand for something like that. That would be like a revolution. It'd be like Occupy Internet or something.
I can't.
Well, our funny man, John DeResta, has his own take on all of this. After all, he's Mr. Anti-Tech.
Yeah, an iPhone. Oh, you could check your emails on it. You could check the weather. You know what? I have a Commodore 64 at home. That's what I use to check my emails. All right? I don't need to pay $700 for a phone that breaks if you drop it. See this phone? It dials in and it dials out. Pay as you go. Something like this has no buttons. I don't get it.